This time on DawgStrip, we start a new project. New? Well, we've been working on this one for about a year now. So here you go, have a sneak peek at what we've done so far. Hello folks, we are jumping the queue again and bringing you a new project. We've been working on this thing for almost a year now, and we were holding back in presenting it until we got further along, but it's been a year. So all right, let's give you the first couple steps and you'll see what we've started new.
For this project, we were scrounging hard, heading up many of our old spots and coming up dry. This is before coming back to this little slice of heaven. We were looking for an old cab over van, trying not to be picky, but this was the best we could find.
Now this van is rough. To be honest, it's probably worse than the first van we bought for tetanus long ago.
Flashback.
Well, that was the most terrifying thing I have ever driven.
End of flashback.
What first attracted us to this van is we had never seen one like it before. So it clearly ticked the oddball box. And after the yard owner accepted our lowball offer, we now own this van. All we need to do is dig it out and see if it'll move.
So this is just going to be someone else's problem in 20 years.
Yes.
Well, make it a good dent.
This looks that way.
The yard owner told us this van had been sitting in the same spot for about 40 years. Beyond that, he couldn't remember. As we proceed to empty out the van, things become interesting. The further down we go, the further back in time we travel, helping us to discover the true past of this vehicle.
What the hell?
Huh? Was it cooler? What's it say?
It's a paint can.
Party time, this little jug.
1978.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I opened.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, newspaper for you.
Cool. The Rancher. Volume 9, number 4, April 1978. He wasn't lying. Let's get the party started.
August 1976. Kamloops and District Ranch News. Published by 1976. A boot.
A boot. Their toes. 1978. First lady moves on new career. Oh, is that a bag full of money?
Yeah.
Imperial Oil Limited. Merit. 1977.
Huh.
Yes. Motor carrier?
Like the motor carrier.
I think that's like a car trailer.
Yeah.
I don't have that one.
It's a burrito of shit. Yeah, don't inhale. Because something made a home in there. $1978 assessment.
Someone's taxes?
Assessment Appeals Board.
Is that why he lost the house? Did the van down by the river?
Across the form was written words not being farmed. The farm classification were taken away. He was not farming, but he was cattle ranching.
Oh. There you put your empties.
Yeah.
I think we've done an amazing job.
Yes.
Like practically restored.
Practically.
For those of you that don't know, and don't feel bad because neither do we, this is a 1958 Ford Thames van from England. It is British. This was the Ford of Britain's response to Germany's Volkswagen van. The Ford Thames van was clearly the inspiration for the Ford Econoline van that came out in 61, 62, I think. I can't remember. So when the Ford Econoline came out, they no longer wanted the competition from importing the Ford Thames van. So they stopped importing them. These things were only imported for maybe 3 or 4 years. It's definitely a rare sight for Canada, and now we have one.
For those of you that don't know, the beast doing all the heavy lifting is Dreadnought, a 1964 Cadillac Fleetwood mounted to a 1979 Ford motorhome chassis. We put this together a few years back for a gambler event. Since then, she has been proving herself a useful tow rig.
We love old wrecking yards like this, and it's sad that they're getting harder and harder to find. But on a positive note, we got what we came here to get, and now it's just the drive home ahead of us. Just a 2-hour trip with a rather light load for Dreadnought to haul. Once we get home, we shove the van into the garage for a better inspection and thorough cleaning.
I learned since last time with the Cadillac.
We have warned you about the hantavirus before, and we're going to warn you again. It is a rare, yet serious infectious disease you can contract from inhaling airborne particles of rodent droppings. With a 40% fatality rate, it's a nasty one. When dealing with old vehicles like this, take note of any rodent nests or droppings. Do the right thing. Mask up. Soak the area with a 1-to-9 bleach water mix and sweep up carefully. No one wants to drown in their own lungs after breathing in mouse turds.
Look at this itty bitty the gas tank. Look how itty bitty that is. That's so cute.
Another thing that we came across and did not expect is that the floor of the van is plywood, and shockingly in better shape than most of the steel. I suppose this is par for the course for a 65-year-old British van. For us, this was a first.
That's easy. Early on, we got rid of the transmission and the differential. We traded that off to Ian for a door. That is awesome. But this is how we found the van with no head. And you can kind of see, we think we found previous owner's problems. So, that's pretty awesome. We went ahead and cleaned out the van. What we're going to do next is deal with this roof. We don't know what happened to this, but I think maybe a barn fell on it or a tree. Let's pull out some jacks and see how far it'll move.
Actually, that is looking much better.
The roof certainly isn't perfect, but it's in the ballpark. Clearly good enough so we can move along. Next, we remove that British lump of an engine. Then anything else we're not going to use, like these easy-to-remove bumpers. Easy-to-remove bumpers.
The drummer broke off.
Easy to remove bumpers.
Something's holding it.
Easy to remove bumper.
This is a pain. Oh. Oh, look at it. Ah.
It's gonna be heavy.
It's gonna be heavy. Oh. Success.
That's easy.
Now that we have the van stripped down to the bare bones, it's time to move it out of the garage.
That's right. We're done with the van for now. We realize we haven't even told you what the goal for this project is, and that's just how we're gonna keep it. What do you think our plans are for this crusty old British shell? Announcement for you.
We have finally set up Patreon and buy us a coffee.
Don't worry, DawgStrip is not going behind a paywall. Basically, all our videos will still be on YouTube. You could have seen this video a week early on Patreon. Also, Patreon is there just for you to show your support.
And see behind the scenes, the craziness that has not been seen in videos, or buy Hobo Treat.
That's right. There's different tiers. Check it out. It's a good place for you to help us make the channel grow.
Yes. And as always, thank you.
Just try to relax, Butters.
Still one of the best episodes ever.
Next time on DawgStrip, we head back to Quesnel, BC for the Quesnel Off-Road Association's Billy Bogger Day event. An action-packed weekend with mud bog racing, buggy racing with obstacle course, and of course our personal favorite, the beater with a heater. Now, subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing.